Hi there, I am here to share some important tips when manifesting, creating the life you love, using the law of attraction. Here's some basic things that will help you to take care of yourself so that you can start changing your beliefs, start changing your life, and live the life of your dreams. And before I get started, I want to introduce myself. My name is Laura Dame, and I am the Cosmic Cougar. And I am here to encourage, enlighten, and inspire women over 40 to live their absolute life of their dreams because it's possible and it's incredible. And there's never a time that's too late to start. So, when I was on the journey or beginning my journey of changing my life, I'd watch a lot of YouTube videos, and a lot of people are really helpful, and it was really incredible. The one thing, though, that I realized for me was I was in so much pain, and my nervous system was so shot, and I was literally in fight or flight. And so, trying to reprogram my thoughts, let alone watching other people that seemed so successful and were doing so well, was actually kind of frustrating for me. So, some things that I started to do that were real game changers. Well, here's about 5 tips, 5 things that I've done or started to do, and I still do to this day, that have really helped me out. Number one, and I just want to say right off the bat, if you're in a situation that's so terrible and you need to leave it, then you got to leave it. So do so. Be safe. And my fire alarm's starting to chirp, so that's good. Anyway, if you're in a situation that's so horrible, get out of it. Nobody wants you there. We care about you. So, figure that out. But, if you're where I was, things were pretty uncomfortable. You're pretty miserable. Life just isn't going your way. I'm going to have to say the number one thing you're going to have to do is accept where you're at. And that can seem like a lot when, you're miserable and you want life to change. But until you really accept where you're at, you can't make that change. So if you have to make a game of it or make it kind of a funny thing, like I know when I went to work, I would kind of make it into a hilarious TV show in my mind, and it kind of made things a little different and a little more tolerable for me. For instance, also, learn to forgive and love yourself and love those around you who created the life, or maybe put those, like your original caregivers, your parents, who may have programmed you to have the thoughts that have created your life. And I know that living an entire life being miserable and unhappy and looking back at the way my parents treated me and talked to me made me really angry. And so I had to work a lot on forgiving them and then forgiving myself for spending so much time sort of asleep and suffering. So, forgiveness and acceptance are 2 great ways to start this journey, and they're really necessary. Secondly, yeah, your nervous system might be shot right now. I know when I started this journey, I was in fight or flight. I was a mess. My heart was broken. I couldn't think straight. I would just literally get angry at YouTubers for like telling me how to recreate my life when their lives seem so completely wonderful. And I'm sure I didn't know what their struggles were before that, but just know that if you're struggling and you're hurting, then you need to deal with your nervous system. A lot of people recommend Wim Hof's breath work, which I think is amazing. And breath work has lately been a total game changer for me. But back when I was in fight or flight and my nervous system was shot, I just couldn't get to breath work. It made me kind of panic. Maybe you know the feeling. So, what I want to recommend to you is a vagus nerve reset. There's lots of videos on YouTube explaining it and showing you how to go through the process. It doesn't have to take long. It's maybe 12 minutes. It really comes down to things like tugging your earlobes, feeling your heartbeat, putting your hands on your belly and feeling your breath. It's basically going to get you back into your body and reset this really important nerve in your body, which controls your whole nervous system. Like I said, it's been a game changer for me. I know that word gets thrown around a lot, game changer, but I'm not kidding around when I say that, because I was such a nervous wreck when I started this journey. I still do vagus nerve reset sometimes when I'm trying to get to sleep and I feel like my nervous system's jangly from my day, and it's really an amazing way to just kind of even out and get to a neutral point where you can start changing your beliefs. Number two, um, Don't consume too much material. And this might be ironic coming from a YouTuber, but I know when I was like, I'd peel myself off my bathroom floor and I'd go in and I'd watch a lot of YouTube material on manifesting, law of attraction, changing your mindset. And a lot of it is really helpful, but there's going to be a certain point where you're going to overload yourself and then you're going to become worse off than you were before. So give yourself a break. Let yourself sort of integrate the information. And also, it's not just about looking for that special nugget that's going to change your life. You actually have to practice it. So stop looking for that special thing that's going to make the change and start to actually take action. It's good to gain knowledge, but just be aware the more you do, the more you might actually make it harder on yourself to make changes. Number three, don't compare yourself on this journey. I mean, I know at my age, I didn't really get started till I was in my 50s. And sometimes I hear people in their 20s complaining about, oh my God, they're in their 20s and they're just getting started on this manifesting work. And I think, oh my God, if I'd had those 30 years where I could have been manifesting and had the right mindset, I'd be like so much further on. But we're not here to compare. We're here to make our best lives. So just be who you are, embrace who you are, and don't make any comparisons. I think, that's good advice all the way around. Also, this is going to take the amount of time that it takes. Don't be in a hurry. If you see things about manifesting overnight or in a few hours, I'd like to see that proof that those things actually work. So just understand this is going to take the amount of time it takes. And the process is the gold. Having to go through this mind change, all the work, it's actually what's going to make you a better person, get you prepared to live your dream life. That's part of the process. If there was a pill we could take or a potion, it's really about the process that's making you a better person to create that life. So just know that that's really important. And I think that's it, actually. Those are the things I wanted to talk about in this video that have really helped me in my journey. Just really understand that you got to build a basis for your work. Drink lots of water, take baths, get cozy, allow yourself to really get comfortable. You're in for a wild ride and you're really going to enjoy it. So take care of yourself and love yourself and know that you are loved. And I'll see you next time.